Hello and welcome, I'm Arumba, thank you for joining me. Let's play some more of the Norse Rebirth campaign for CK2. So, where we left off last. It was another evening, and now we're playing again. So, the Duke of Ostlandet, very upset with this, he's a zealous Catholic. And we were trying to like capture some strong women. It didn't really work out so well. So I think what we're going to do is, I suppose we let these two sieges finish. Let's split these boats in half. They don't really have much loot on them yet, so it's not a big deal. Really, is that it? Just 23 ducats? Wow. Alright, we're going to go pick up those 4,700. And I have been reading your comments, and what we're going to do, I think, is we're going to go loot some temples. That's another good way. While we're... I mean, we want to declare some holy wars. We should probably do that. Or sorry, not holy wars, but conquests. Looks like we can't quite raise quite as many as we have presently raised, if we were to release and re-raise. So that's unfortunate, but I think it's time to declare a few more conquest wars. So we'll go ahead and grab up these fellas. Oh, you know what? Come to think of it, looks like they were actually just starting to take... That's 5 loot. It's 5 gold, who cares? There's not much there. So we'll do that. Let's see, this county here just has the 1 holding, amazingly, so we'll actually send these extra troops here to put more pressure on Suomi. Sumi. And we're sieging Liebeck. Some hunting will cheer me up indeed. I was actually thinking about going on a grand hunt. Do we want to become depressed? We could do that if we want. If you ever want to become suicidal, just take on the depressed trait, and then you can commit suicide. Although currently our heir is a 8-year-old, so I think we should try falconry instead. Go ahead and combine here. Got a training grounds. We are making 94 ducats a year. Very nice. Yes, so I think what we're going to go do is piss off the Holy Roman Empire. We're going to stir the hornet's nest here with Bremen and, was it Lüneburg? No, Hamburg. 2 top holdings are bishoprics. Very easy to siege quickly. We'll go in, burn down the churches. In fact, let's just show up and assault them with 15,000 men. And that'll give us some moral authority. Kuinsto. It's been looted. Oh, okay, yeah, that's that pop-up. I swear that feels different. It might be because of the 2.1.3 patch. Because I don't remember ever seeing that type of pop-up before. And I really don't think it's the same. In fact, let's test it. Let's unloot half of this army. And they'll start sieging again, and then let's assault and see if the pop-up comes. See, no pop-up. So we have won the siege is a different pop-up than... Yeah, we have won a siege is different than looting a holding. Interesting. That's kind of cool, actually. I like when they add stuff to the message settings. It'd be nice if it showed up in the patch notes, but you can't complain, really. I mean, you can, and I do. You shouldn't, though. At least they did it. And there's still some loot to be gathered there, but nah. So let's see, though. I mean, thanks for adding it. I'm going to disable it now. Because I'd rather that it just pops up in the high priority list. Let's see what it looks like, actually, the next one. We've won the siege of Stenberg. Oh, that's unfortunate. We have won the siege of Stenberga. We have taken control of the holding. That's not true. That's not right at all, actually. Oh, did they loot? Maybe they did. Maybe because I have 1 army there. They actually did take control of it. Well, let's just leave. This is all complicated and annoying. 100 and some gold, that's fine. Okay, so everyone's a looter again. Everyone combine. Let's go down here. See, I want to see if it's different. While looting the holding, one of your men came upon a strange-looking key made of an unknown metal. You've only seen such a metal once before, that mysterious chest that has been inherited and passed along in your family. It's still gathering dust somewhere in your chambers. Could this be the key that opens to it? The key fits the lock, and trembling with anticipation, you slowly open the chest. Sadly, it is filled with nothing but worthless baubles and various trinkets. There is not a trace of gold to be found here, but the contents of the chest could probably be traded away for a few coins. Damn. Weren't we supposed to get something better than that? Alright, so, like, when this thing gets burnt down, how cool, I mean, I just want it to say, like, we have looted 60 gold, you know? I don't want it to say we have won a siege and taken control of a holding, because that's not what we did. We looted it. And I don't want the big pop-up that pauses the game. Come on. No, it's... Ah! We have won the siege. But that's not what happened. And see, now it's not even showing up at all. After a successful siege, your men drag Aranka Arpad out of her hiding hole. What? Okay, so when it's regarding... It showed up in the low priority tab because it's other people. Let's try it here. Maybe that is the one for... Because who's this Arpad woman? Time in prison. Aranka Arpad, Princess of Hungary. Huh. Take his concubine. Haha. I don't know why, I just felt like doing it. It seemed like a reasonable thing to do at the time. Anyway, yeah, I feel like these message settings are really messing me up and slowing me down. So let's focus on the task at hand. And I do want to, I mean, come on. Shouldn't there be, God, so I hate how it's so different between games. In EU4, there's a search field. Province looted. High priority. But it's not actually showing as high priority because it's actually doing it as a siege. Oh, how disappointing. It's like they add this new feature and it make me all excited and then it doesn't really work. Because they're not looting. They're not sieging, they're looting. There's a big difference. It should know the difference. Okay, let's close all of these and then let's see what pops up now. We have won the siege. No, we did not. Ah, there we go. Upakra has been looted of 99.4. So it did work. Okay, cool. So then why did it say that we have won a siege? Because we didn't actually win the siege. I want to just see the one. Okay, so I need to know when we have won regular sieges, don't I? Maybe we just disable those. We have won the siege. Do I need to know about winning sieges? Not really. Let's try it without it. Wrong holding in domains. We have a new city. Very nice. Okay. Well, we're almost there. I think we're getting the settings. Look at this. I want to see the big numbers. It's a lot of money. These boats have got to have some money on them. 335 ducats already. Yeah, that adds up quick. So now I've completely disabled the pop-ups for like all regular 1 sieges. So we show up here and we assault. Bam. We've looted. I like it. Let's just loot to our heart's content here. We'll assault everything. Just ruin this county. And we should leave behind, you know, like 500 men now to go and loot it. And I would love to get to Hamburg, but yeah, that actually borders our own territory, so we can let them just hang out there. They'll loot the rest of Skane on their own. And then we can move to one of the other 2 provinces. In fact, we'll split it in half if possible. Perfect. As soon as they're done, one will go to Holland, one will go to Blekking. And here's where we're going to sack a temple. We have dangerous factions. The Fast for Sweden is at 85%. Yikes. My uncle. Well, he likes us, so sure. Alright, so Fast for Sweden is at 85%. Fast Eriksson, a Swedish Catholic. We could not... Well, we could imprison him, but it'd be a bad idea. We've got the Duke of Ostlandet, the Duke of Trundelag, and the Count of Telemark is actually the leader of the faction. We can usurp this duchy now. So it's been long enough. We can usurp it from the Duke of Vestlandet, who is actually a Count of Holstein. So he doesn't actually own anything up in this duchy, up here in Vestlandet. So we'll just usurp that duchy now from him. And we will grant it to the person in that de jure duchy that likes us the most, which would be this Swedish Norse fella. Most likely I gave him Bergenjus. So we'll make him the Duke of this land, suppressing the Count, and the faction is now gone. It will probably reform with those other two people, but that Count is no longer my direct vassal, so even though he doesn't like me, he cannot be in a faction. Alright, so let's sack a temple. We're at 39%. Successful prepared invasions 5%. Infidel temples looted 3%. Yes, so just looting a temple is apparently 1%. Let's assault. We'll take some losses, but we're at 39. Should go right up to 40. Look at that. So all we really need to do is just go loot 5 more temples, and then we can reform the faith right now. Or sorry, 5. I can count, I swear. 10 more temples is what I meant to say. But I don't think assaulting is probably the best way to do it, because we'll take a lot of losses by doing it that way. I think what we need to do is just go and just siege through all of your land. Denmark's weak, easy to piss off. Sorry, easy to ransack. Stock all of our money. 400 more bucks. We like that. And I think that the next time we pop that up, I'm gonna turn down the message settings on there too. All right, so we need probably about 2,000 men per holding. Close enough. And let's siege some temples. Unfortunately, they can't reach there. Okay, we'll send extras here. Let you rot. Rot in hell. We'll split the boats and send some into the Sound so that we can pick these guys up and just loot some more temples. We want to loot that one. Castle of La Fève. The Knights Templar have established a new holding. Okay. Finn does have a temple. Skane we've already looted. I don't know how long those modifiers will last, so we want to try to loot as many of them as possible. I wish that this would work. Look at this. So I've got them queued to rally into the boats. They get to the boats, and then they're just like, meh, I'm going to take a break. They're not going to actually do it. You totally have them queued up to do it, but nah. Alright, so we have 1,200 gold. Why don't we go ahead and continue to build up sub-holdings here. Now, I'm really tempted. I know our domain limit's going to increase in the future, and I've pretty much settled in on using Upland and Bergslagen as our 2 primary duchies. However, come to think of it, Bergslagen is not the best because all 3 of these counties are inland, and we raid a lot, and with my Duke here, I can raise his whole army on the coast, but I can't raise my whole army on the coast. So it'd actually probably be better to take, another coastal duchy. At least this one, Ostergotland, is partially coastal. We're going to ignore Gotland. I wonder how Gotland's doing, by the way. Yep, they're starting to make some trade posts. That's nice. So this town should have significantly higher income. Trade zone bonus 13.3%. Gotland, you're not going crazy and building in India or something, are you? No? Good. Holy Roman Empire seems pretty big. They've eaten most of Italy. The Byzantine Empire is just monstrous. My goodness. That thing has not shown any signs of shrinking. So, yes, we want this. And then maybe we should just try to take this one. I mean, it's got 3 and 2. That's decent. Or we could always take a duchy across the coast here, across the water. But yeah, let's work towards maybe getting. I know I just built a city here, which is kind of silly, but let's work towards making more stuff up here. So that means we have a 4-county duchy, and if we took another duchy, eventually we're going to have 9 domain limit probably. So I'm trying to decide if I want to build another castle here. And I think I do. I think I really like that county capital modifier. So we'll start a castle. And we'll start building something else in the capital as well. Like, say, a... How about a barracks? Sounds good. Okay, time to loot. Moral authority at 40%. The other thing we could do is if we got the control of this duchy, if we got you to not be that religion, maybe we plot to murder you. I mean, your liege is... he's a Catholic too. That's part of the problem. Being a Catholic, he is not going to want to convert his territory, and a randomly generated bishop's still going to be Catholic. So we're just going to have to deal with that partial control until we reform the faith, and then we can revoke stuff freely. Alright, I am going to take a break. Oh, hey, look at that. A fleet bearing some loot has returned from raiding. Yeah, we'll do that. So that's telling me that one of my vassals is out raiding. That's awesome. I like it. The little count of this place. He's all, yeah, I'm the man. I've gained 60 gold and prestige from raiding. So, alright, I'm going to take a break here. I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching, everyone. See you soon.